Previously, on the GhostSMP. While walking around the GhostSMP, Harry and Moss noticed a stranger walking around. When going to investigate, the stranger seemed hostile, which resulted in Harry and Moss taking the stranger and imprisoning them. If you're enjoying these videos, consider subscribing, or consider following my Twitch to watch my lore streams live and unedited. Anyway, how's it been?
Pretty good.
Good.
It's been interesting.
Yeah, you getting acquainted to the life here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot, really. Happened quite quickly.
It is. It is a lot. Yeah. I mean, when you get used to it, it's not too bad. But, oh well. I did hear of a little situation that happened in like a tavern bar thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I heard it wasn't. Harry told me that it wasn't too big of a thing and it's all been dealt with, and I mean we do have to might have to put out an official statement, but it's going to be dealt with, he said, and I put full trust in him.
Yeah, well, it was quite interesting to say the least.
Do you want to give me your rundown?
Well, I met Harry. He told me to go with him, go to the tavern opening.
Mm-hmm.
He had this invite. Apparently he wasn't invited or something. And then looking for this person who didn't exist or something. And then we all went to this pirate ship. And then he murdered the best friend of everyone on the pirate ship.
Yeah, that seems like regular. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, guaranteed we probably will have to make a statement and address the situation, but as far as I've been talking it out with everyone, it seems to be fine.
Right.
And I mean, people who don't exist don't just get invitations.
True.
So, I mean, clearly there's nothing to worry about there. Maybe someone can't read. Who am I to judge?
I mean, I helped Harry anyway, because it sounded like it was for a good reason, so...
I mean, maybe. I put a lot of my trust in Harry, so...
Yeah.
I will trust him. I mean, I would rather not make a statement. I might get him to do that, but...
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, why could I do it when him or someone else can do it for me?
You make a point then.
I do. Oh. I swear I put barrels here. Maybe I got rid of them.
I don't remember the barrels there.
Oh well, I'll put mine. It must be the rough night's sleep.
Maybe.
Damn. Or I don't know, the not hangover from the not alcohol.
Yep. It could be anything, really.
Really, my mind is just as confused.
Well, do you want to be confused even more? Because I could tell you how I'm actually alive now.
I mean, yeah. I didn't want to address the situation, you know, when you first came by, because I didn't want to spring it on you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So after you left, I kind of went to find you. afterwards.
Oh god.
And it had been a few years since you left, and I hadn't found you yet. And I was just staying in this village place, abandoned village place or something. I don't even know what it was. Where'd that cat come from?
I have absolutely no clue, but I don't like cats, so he can just sit down there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, anyways,
Anyway,
I was,
continue.
I was just looking around the abandoned village and stuff, and I find this just sitting around. Well, I mean, it wasn't really sitting around, it was kind of just buried in the ground a bit, but...
Yeah.
So I take it, and now I'm alive. I take it.
Should I ignore the fact that I don't have the right
alive.
texture on? That's meant to have a texture, but we forgot to put it on, so just ignore that. Interesting. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say I'm that surprised because weirder things have happened. Let's be real there.
Yeah.
But you just found it in the floor?
I mean, it was carried. It was like, I don't know, there was a few clocks on the floor in the village. It was just... It looked very old. Clocks. All that lot.
Right.
I mean, it's keeping me alive, so...
And I mean, that didn't have anything...
Fun?
You wouldn't say that this weird totem amulet thing maybe had to do with the aforementioned god of time?
I mean, it would make sense for the clocks and stuff. The diamond looked fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, it's been like, I don't know how long, and I'm still alive, so...
Yeah, I mean, clearly didn't care. Couldn't have missed it that much.
So true.
You've been here for, I don't know how long, but, enough time.
Yep.
So, you gotta help the kingdom with...
What do you mean help the kingdom? Can you be more specific than that, or...?
Actually, here's my
Do I just have
tax
to-
man.
I am the tax man.
Ah,
Macy, you've arrived.
you.
Yeah, I mean, we can all... I would
It's
rather
rather
we didn't,
daunting.
actually.
I remember this man.
Oh, well, I wish our meeting could have been under sort of more preferential circumstances.
You two know each other?
I wouldn't say know each other, more I watched him rip the limbs of another person off. But, you know.
Funny you mention that,
Good reasons.
Mm-hmm.
because that's been dealt with. Everyone is on the A-OK, so you don't even need to worry about anything.
What we're here for today is for, we're here for a much more civilized reason. Because, I see someone that doesn't respond negatively, like someone that had to be dealt with. You seem reasonable, and that's why I've brought you here for your audit. I've noticed, you haven't been willingly paying your taxes. I was, quite frankly, sick of waiting, and, well, instead of choosing the latter option, which would have been inhumane and what have you, I've brought you here so you can pay your taxes in full with interest.
I see.
Because what we have here is a community. What we have here is a community, and what a community thrives on, among, you know, good high relationships, is funding. You know, if everyone doesn't chip in, then people aren't going to see the improvements that they want. You know, I see you're a valued member of our community. I'm sure you want to see change, and the problem is that can't happen if everyone doesn't pitch in and pay their taxes.
I never heard truer words myself.
Thank you.
You're
Now
welcome.
you haven't paid your taxes, but that's fine. Because, well, the grapevine says that you are in possession of a large sum of gold in a vault. And so I thought that would be a surplus of tax money that can greatly fund our great kingdom. So I thought, why not give him another chance? I'll give you another chance, even though you have been sort of difficult. You know, and I'm presuming that as long as you pay that little bit extra to excuse your lateness, because quite frankly, there have been people that have been suffering due to their lack of tax. You know, we don't like people suffering.
We do not.
So it's only reasonable you pay that little bit extra. Do you understand?
Yes. I don't know this grapevine of yours, but there is no vault.
Vault or not, you have a debt, and you have a requirement to pay such debt.
What exactly am I paying for? Being able to live?
Being able to live under a community that can thrive and offer you in goods and services and good-hearted, you know, social environments by paying you. You know, you need to pay back that little extra from what we're giving you.
And what if I don't?
Unreasonable. Well, if you don't, then well, there's a variety of paths we could take. None that I'm particularly interested in, say, you know, ones that I particularly like to avoid. That being said,
We don't need to get to those kind of extremes, because
of course not. Not that I'd want to.
No, this is a civil conversation.
Of course not.
Yep.
I'm just saying theoretically,
civil, yeah.
because you're reasonable. You're a reasonable guy.
You could say that.
I have.
That is true. Yeah.
And reasonable people
Okay.
pay up.
That's
We'd like
Mr.
to
Harry
think
gone
so.
mad. Do you pay tax yourself, sir?
I pay in the duty of serving our community.
Of course. Exactly as it you do for our community, apart from kill people that
Collects your
Probably
taxes,
didn't do much.
obviously.
I collect the
well,
taxes.
of course.
My services outweigh any taxation that I could possibly pay.
Yeah.
You can ask anyone.
Of course.
You know, I'm a large sort of benefactor of sorts. Maybe not in the physical, in the monetary sense, but anyone on those streets will tell you how much Harry Gone Mad has helped them.
Of course. Yeah.
Don't just take it from me.
So basically, because you work for the king, you don't pay taxes.
That's
I feel like this might be
That's a
my
very
opportunity to step in.
a very
Okay.
immature way of looking at things.
Those
The rich
who
getting richer.
work under my command, and my core advisors, do not pay taxes. Some might see that as a flawed system, but I see their employment as tax enough.
I see. You're blagging it. No, okay, fair enough. But I don't know what you want from me, that's all.
I don't really know how much clearer we can make it.
Well, Okay, let me word that differently. I don't know exactly how much you want from me.
That is a good point.
Well, why don't we go have a little look round, and we'll make that decision on your behalf.
Right. Okay. You'll make that decision for me.
I'm a reasonable man, so it'd be you.
Okay.
I won't be unfair.
I'm sure we can agree on this more civilly than other agreements I've seen you take through.
Sure, I don't think it's wise
Let's
that we
go.
dwell on the actions of the past that have been dealt and resolved with.
Okay.
All parties are now, everything is resolved. There's no need to even speak of any sort of precautions.
Right. Okay. Well, then it's settled. I have to pay tax of some sort for.
Yeah, and how about we take a little trip?
Yes, please, shall we?
Alright. Yep. Go on then. Let's go.
After you, my friend.
Okay.
Onwards and forwards.
Okay. Let's go. Do I need to keep up with you guys? Because I mean, I could probably get there quicker than some. So.
No,
We know where to find you.
yeah, I know
Okay.
where it is.
Perhaps it gives you time to sort of prepare, your valuables.
Right. Mm.
Oh my, is there a sign?
Don't listen to the government. Ah. Well,
Yeah, I don't think you should listen
today's
to
my
the
lucky.
signs.
Okay.
Hysterical. Hysterics. Pay no attention.
That's true.
They're not reasonable like you and I.
Of course. The icon of reasonability. These trees are awfully inconvenient
Who
for,
put a
for a
who
man
put a
of my
tree
size. And,
in the middle of the path?
yeah, that doesn't seem very practical. I can't lie.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Anyways,
Such disrespect to the
that could be sorted.
memorial. That tree is.
Oh, right, now I have a problem here. So I'm gonna just. Oh, no,
I
I'm not. I'm gonna go round.
As the king, I should do a more diligent job.
Green thumbs.
I do care about
So-
climate change, after all. Apparently.
Yes, of course. Climate change is great. Mind the debris. There has been accidents.
I can tell.
Audited. Can these go now, or?
We'll wait until after your sort of payment is met.
Of course. Right.
We don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
So true, so true. So, lead the way.
Lead the way to where?
To-
I really don't know what you
To your
want.
taxable goods, my friend.
There's no use looking in there.
What did I put in there?
I know what I can offer you. I can offer you magic bottle.
I didn't realize magic bottles
know.
were taxable goods. Do you know what? I have
Are they
one of my
taxable
own.
goods? Do
Wait.
you like these? Do you like drink?
I
Yes.
have one
Drinking?
of my own magic bottles.
Yes.
Of course. But there could be more.
Would your magic bottle happen to be of the alcoholic? Yeah.
It may be.
No, I will not be I will not succumb to this.
But frankly, I don't see how this benefits our community. You need to think this isn't just us taking your goods. This is you benefiting the community.
I'm benefiting the king, if that helps.
You're benefiting my addiction, not the community.
Well, when you put it like that, I mean, it does sound rather sketchy, but you could have. I have 3 of the.
Are you trying to bribe?
No, let's
Excuse
think
me.
of it more as it's not a bribe. Let's think of it as a tax.
I'm seeing it as a bribe.
Where are you going? That is a hole. Where are you?
Why is...
Where are you going?
I'm not seeing much in terms of.
There's nothing down here. This is just where I sleep. There's no need to worry.
Well, I'll see.
Hmm.
There's actually nothing in that.
Would we like to
Close down,
address the
Oh yeah, there's nothing here. Don't. This is just art.
Art. But, you know.
is
Art
art
is
a taxable
expensive.
good?
This is no. This isn't art. Sorry. This is just the wall has like a rash. You see, like it's breaking out here as well. You see, so yeah, it's nothing. Don't worry.
You're being awfully. Sort of. What's the word?
You know,
forgotten
I have
the
been
word.
alive for a very long time, kind of, and the last time I remember walls didn't get rashes. Can someone back me up on my statement?
I think you may
It was
need
actually
to
this one
relearn
time,
about
but
war.
no, now's not the time.
Harry, you're not helping.
No. My friend, rashes, they're not ideal. Not for anyone.
Of course.
So, you know, if I were to just sort of do the due diligence of removing it on behalf of the wall,
I wouldn't do that. It may hurt the wall.
it would just be quick and...
No.
We'll just step aside.
Every time it gets me. Do you know,
Yeah.
I gotta say, you're being oddly suspicious.
This is honestly. Look. There's been coming
Is
out
that
of
not
the
a
floor.
You're
fire?
being very...
It is fire. Yes.
Well, how about we go
Your
back
lack
up
of
and we
cooperation is very...
talk about the alcohol?
The alcohol. Yes, of course. Let's
Okay.
let's go to the
Harry?
alcohol bit. Hang on. Wait, my game's frozen. Sorry.
Yes.
Why is my... Okay, one sec, hang on. Sorry, genuinely, it's just like frozen. Hang on. Let me close this for a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
And then you go. I'll go
right.
that way, and you go.
Oh, of course.
So no, this is...
The,
No,
the,
you know.
Friend, come over here. We have some alcohol to show you.
alcohol.
but
I
I
picking
just
up
what
it's
you're
your,
talking about?
Show me.
it's your
Am I picking up
alcohol
what you're
to show
putting down?
us.
Yes,
aka
of course.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, let's all go to the alcohol. Let's all
Do you guys
four of
also
us
have
go.
crippling addictions?
Yes,
Uh,
we all do. Let's all
No.
go and discuss
100%.
alcohol over there, far away from the rash. You may catch it; it's contagious. Let's
Oh
go.
God, I wouldn't want that
Let's
now.
all go. No, nobody would want to catch a rash. Anyways,
That's a lot of chiseled
that's
bits.
yeah. Ignore that.
I'm
That
ignoring
is because
it.
I'm incompetent with things.
That is
Anyways,
me
so
too.
the three of us, we can all have a beveragino together. And wait, hang on, didn't I say 4 a second ago?
No, the three of us.
There was always the three of us.
No, hang on.
Well, unless
What
the
is
three of
going?
us.
I've been distracted, haven't I? What is going on over
I
here?
mean, no.
What are you doing? Are you not coming to have a beverage with us?
I've been told I get rowdy.
Right. So you really wanna pry, huh?
Yeah, it seems
it's
unfortunate
nothing.
that I left my pickaxe at the castle.
Never fear.
It'd be a shame.
A
if-
tasty beverage.
Yes, indeed. Do not. Excuse me.
On
Oh,
behalf of... No, I don't want to
I will.
intrude. But on behalf of, you know, His Majesty, what we need here is, for lack of a better word, cooperation. You know, I've sat here, you know, I've entertained you. but my patience is wearing rather thin. Now, for lack of a better word, step aside, and, you know, this could all be resolved rather peacefully.
Why would I pay taxes to a murderer?
Well, you're not paying taxes to.
The way I see it,
You're actually paying taxes to.
you don't
the
really have a
kingdom,
choice.
So. It's different.
And what if I don't move?
Quite frankly, my friend, I don't want to do anything. But you've seen what I will.
I didn't want to do this.
Thank you, my friend.
Damn.
Now,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
thank you.
Just as long as...
Your cooperation with the king shan't be. She'll be remembered. Thank you, my friend.
I see
You
this
mad?
as-
Just tell me when.
just whenever you think it's necessary.
A nice even baker's dozen.
Do you know, I see this as a nice day of cooperation.
A nice day. These aren't even well, they are, but
On for luck.
I inherited this.
Even better.
I'm sure my father did not pass this down just for it to be stolen.
It's not stealing. It's not stealing. It's being recycled.
You're gonna look at the community outside, and you're gonna watch it thrive, and you can sit there with your heart in your chest and say that I helped.
I did
Is that not payment enough?
If there isn't a golden statue of me outside, I will be thoroughly disappointed.
But that's a bit much. Are you going to fund that yourself?
Well,
I don't
clearly.
see how that would benefit.
I've just
community.
funded something. What exactly have I funded? Who knows?
Everything in due course, my friend.
You have funded what the kingdom needs most, and that will be decided upon at a later event. Later time.
Of course.
Well, my friend, the way I see it, our business is completely wrapped up. I'll be on my way.
You can all be on your way.
The monarchy thanks you.
He does. And by he, I mean me.
Of course.
It's my... Yeah, not my concern.
Yeah.
Well done, team. I think this deserves a drink.
How hard is it just to get some people? You know, I just wish, I wish for a day where it wouldn't take, you know, threats. What happened to the days where people would pay their taxes and that would be that? Gone are the days.